love that the main character isn't, you know, a dead inside, unemotional guy that's like, oh, I have 7 girlfriends, but I have no interest in any of them. Because a lot of horror, right, it's like the more you want it, the less you get it, and or what there was true, right, the less you want, yeah. So you have a lot of horror main characters where they are surrounded by oppai, right? They're like oppai in their faces, and they're like, I never liked oppai. They can't, yeah, they can't that, right? Like for example, I actually enjoyed the Mahou last year, right? House of Summon Demon Lord. I think it was a great anime. It was really funny. Obviously, Slime is better. Yeah, Slime is way better. Yeah, I'm saying it way. But for example, there, he got basically attacked by oppais. He got like oppai snapped every episode pretty much. And still he was like, I can't touch them, no! And the girls were like, please touch my oppai. Like, no! Yeah, like that was frustrating to watch, because who would be like that? Who would be teleported into a magical world where you have like, you know, 5, 6 girlfriends, and they all want you, and you avoid them? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make sense at all. This anime here, I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Right away, the main character is like, maybe I can just kiss her a little bit. Yeah, I'm not saying that's the right, obviously it's the wrong thing to do, but I'm just saying that I like that the main character isn't, you know, dead inside. He actually is willing to be like, you know what, I want to kiss. Yeah, I really, really like that. That shows you he's a real human being, so to speak. He's a main character with actual interest in the opposite sex, right? He's actually interested in that, of course ignoring the first scene. But yeah, but see what I mean? So that actually makes the anime, in my opinion, 10 times, I wasn't better, but more realistic. There's too many horror anime, especially horror anime, also ecchi or other animes, robot animes, but especially horror animes, where the main character is for some reason immune to all the girls around them. But they're like, oh, girls, no, yeah. And of course they're straight, right? And then the next scene, they're gonna be like, oh, I want to have a girlfriend. It's like, you have like 6 girlfriends, and they all want to date you. Why don't you date one of them now? I don't know, yeah. And I don't want to spoil, for example, Grand Blue. Okay, Grand Blue last year. Or also again romance, you know, dating anime, right? So what? Maybe the comedy anime, but also about dating and romance and trying to get a girlfriend and so on, right? With Iori. And there's a scene there, and I spoiler, there's a scene with one of the female characters like, I wanna have sex with you. Let's do it, right? And she's like, she's open with it. He's like, no, I like you. Let's do it. And he's like, oh, I can't do it. And it really makes no sense. In my opinion, that was by far the worst scene in that anime. By far the worst in that anime. Like, by far the worst scene. Because he's always talking about getting a girlfriend, you know, dating one of these girls, right? And one of them actually tells him, I want to date you right now. Let's do this thing. And then maybe we could date afterwards. Right? She wants to do it, right? Yeah. And he avoids her, right? And he's just making it logically horrible, because it's built up that he wants to be her boyfriend for like 10, I think it's episode 9, 8 episodes. And then he's just a no. That was really, really stupid in my opinion. I think most people agree with me. That doesn't make any sense. Especially not just from normal, you know, college boys' dreams, but also generally from just like a structural standpoint. But he build his calculation up that he wants first and foremost to have a girlfriend, or when he gets married. That's his dream of his life, to get like a hot girlfriend. That's his goal of his life. Then, arguably, at least in my opinion, the hottest girl to if the whole anime, but anyway, she's an extremely attractive female, right? Asks him out, and then he turns her down? Like what? Yeah, like logically horrible. And this anime instead is the opposite. I love it, yeah. Main character meets a random girl, and she's like, hey, I just want to lose my virginity, can you help me? And he's like, well, we just met. Yeah, exactly, I just want to do with someone I don't know. I just want to do it. Instead of being like, no, I don't want to do that. This woman. He's like, okay, yeah, I also want to try that. I also want to try how it works. Okay, I'm like 18, 17, right? I want to be with a girl, yeah. My God, this is like the most realistic anime ever. No, but that is so much better. And the scene with Sensei trying to kiss her, and then of course she sees it and creates the dragon drama. Also great. Of course he's doing something bad, but I mean, it's great that he's willing to do something bad, right? I'm not endorsing his behavior in this, that's what he did, but I endorse his desire of doing it, right? because normally anime cats are kind of like, like, and that's for most stuff, right? But I think that was great. Very, very good. Very, very good. Loved it. This is seriously probably, this is anime I am really enjoyed the episode. Like, really enjoyed it. And also I laughed the whole time through it. But I liked the writing. I think this is seriously, from seeing so far almost every first episode now of animes, and ignoring, that the bigger hits, like Promised Neverland, obviously very, very good that first episode. Very, very good. Or animes that coming back, like Mob Psycho. That was a very, also very, very good episode. Love the episode. 10th episode in my opinion. But from not these like, major shonen titles, like Slime, big ice title, ignoring those like big, successful, already established animes, this in my opinion, definitely the best anime I've seen so far. Excluding, the massive production animes, yeah. Looking more into like these animes, they have, like a medium popularity. This anime, I think it's a 10 out of 10 episode. 10 out of 10 episode. Literally. Yeah, I think this was the best episode I've seen of every anime that I've seen, again, this season so far, winter season 2019, of, like super famous animes, yeah. Like, excluding, like, Neverland and so on, all these, like, big, shown animes. This definitely, in my opinion, is number one. Yeah. And like, the writing of the sister, I really enjoy that. And she's like, you and me, never happened, and we're gonna do this. Man up. We're gonna get our parents married. Look at my mom. She's so happy now. I'm gonna live with you, and we gotta deal with it, because my mom is so happy, okay? She's been bitter for like 5 years. Now she's really happy again. Take that. And he's like, well, but yeah, your mom is dead, and dead for 10 years now. Your dad is happy again. Live with it, right? And he goes in there and tells dad, like, you should marry her because it's good for you, dad. Like, and he, mans up and so on. That was freaking brilliant. Great. That was really good. It was a very good scene. And I like that Sensei is super touchy. I like that Sensei is a super groper. She's like, keep it going. Yeah, I love that, because you think about it, it's the first year, right? And she is way too aggressively into him, yeah. Like, she has like bad issues, boundaries, and he's like a young guy, right? Falls in love with her, he's barely older Sensei. It makes sense, because she's like, oh yeah, and he's like, whoa, she's really into me back, That makes sense, she's even more into it when she's like his sister. So that is great too. I think everything with us was great. And also that the father is a great, and the mom is some cool lines. Man, I really liked the episode. Like, I really liked it. And also the opening again. The opening was fantastic. The opening was great too. My God, I knew it was a very good anime, because I used to love the general silly hen kind of storyline. But when I see it too, the writing is superb. Like, in my opinion, the writing was like the best writing I've seen this week when it comes to the romance anime. That's the hard man essence, right, and so on. When it comes to like romance anime, this is like the best I've seen this year. This is actually best. I would say this is probably gonna be the best romance. This is seriously a really, really good anime with that like ridiculous setting too. So I'm like, wow, I am truly gonna enjoy this episode. Anyway, that's the review. First impression, episode 1. What a good episode. I'm gonna give it 10 out of 10. This is the first episode I enjoyed the most of new animes, excluding like shonen, because Neverland was amazing. Mob Psycho again, I was like, whoa. I was blown away how much I love Mob Psycho 2, and so on. Yeah, so excluding like the battling animes, because I have a sweet spot for shonen anime. So this is by far I think the best episode I've seen, and also the second best opening. Like, I think I again, Black Clover 6 best opening so far, and this opening's like, wow. Actually, I haven't seen Hidden Mursumi yesterday. Might have it opening though, but still though, really good episode. I'm giving it seriously 10 out of 10. I have immense hopes now. Like, this was the best. I'll say it again, best anime I've seen this week. Wow, that's gonna be a silly anime, but no, guys, you're gonna love this anime. I have